Hi there, I'm Gildart Jackson, and today on Fireside Reading we continued with David Copperfield and completed Chapter 19. We read the second part of Chapter 19. David is going away for a few weeks from Aunt Betsy, a young gentleman. He has money in his purse. His first stop is to spend time with the Wickfields, and at the start of our reading today he visits Dr. Strong, with Agnes and Mr. Wickfield and Dr. Strong's wife and Dr. Strong's wife's mother, Mrs. Markleham. And it becomes more and more clear that Wickfield doesn't care for Annie Strong, Mrs. Strong. And David realizes that something was going on between Annie Strong and Jack Maldon, the young man who Dr. Strong, paid to go away to India. He's coming home, he's had a bad time out there, he's ill. Wickfield definitely knows something is going on and keeps his daughter away from Annie Strong. And they seem to be becoming friends, and Wickfield doesn't like that. David says goodbye to everyone, sets off. There's a comedic scene on the coach on the way to London to show us that David is still very young. He thinks himself going out into the wide world, but everybody still takes advantage of him as they did when he was a young man. He ends up going to the theatre that night, has a wonderful time, glorious. He descends from the clouds of the theatre back into the life of London, gets jostled around, returns to his establishment, where he bumps into somebody who he recognizes, and it is, perhaps, of course, Steerforth. Steerforth and him strike up their old friendship. Steerforth tells the waiter at the hotel that they're staying at that David's been given the wrong room and gets him into a much nicer room immediately, and they set to meet for breakfast tomorrow. It seems that Steerforth is back in the story, and who knows what's going to happen with David and Steerforth. At once, we kind of like Steerforth, but there's something about him which seems like he could be a cad. We shall find out. Please join us. We read every day at 5 Pacific Live on Instagram, and all the chapters are uploaded to the YouTube channel, Fireside Reading.